All right, y'all. Y'all see this? This is one dish of absolute low carb deliciousness. This is what we're going to be making today. It is my low carb beef enchilada casserole. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned because we are about to make it.
Rose, that looks hot to me.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look hot to you?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Right out of the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
We gotta let it cool off.
Okay. Grandma, it's time to cook a video.
Good morning, y'all. I'm Rose from Rose's Open Pantry. Grandpa Roy is behind the camera today. We're gonna do something good. We're gonna do like an enchilada casserole. And I've got 1 pound of ground beef in my skillet here, and I'm gonna put 1/2 cup of onion in there, and I'm going to put, that's like a 1/3 cup of red peppers. You can use whatever, you can use bell pepper, you can use whatever peppers you want in yours. And I'm just gonna cook this for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes to get those onions and peppers cooked good. All right, we're gonna put 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper in there. Now this recipe calls for green chilies. I do not have green chilies, so I'm just gonna have to leave them out. I've got them on my grocery list, so when I go to the store. Now that's 1 tablespoon of garlic. If you don't have minced garlic or real garlic, you can use garlic powder. I would use a teaspoon of garlic powder. All right. I'm going to let this cook until my peppers and my onions get done. And we're going to use my homemade taco seasoning. I've got 3 ounces of cream cheese. Now, I'm making this as low carb as I can. I'm using 3 ounces of cream cheese. I've got 1/2 cup of sour cream, and then you'll need more sour cream to put over it when you start to eat it, if that's what you like. And I have got red enchilada sauce here, and I've got cheese. It calls for Monterey Jack cheese. That's just a little bit of pepper jack cheese I had, and this is just sharp cheddar cheese that I'm going to shred in my shredder. And it's pretty easy. Now, our shells that we're using, I'm using Carb Control Original. And
You got these where?
these came from Walmart.
Okay.
Pretty much everything I do comes from either Aldi's or Walmart. It says it has 19 grams of carbohydrates, 15 fiber, which is 4 grams, less than 1 added sugar, total sugar 0. So you can get the 0 carb. I don't happen to have any right now. You can get the 0 carb tortilla shells like this. I just don't happen to have any. But Roy doesn't like them as well as he likes these. These have a couple of carbs in it, but he likes the taste of them better than he does the 0 carb. Now you can, had it turned upside. I didn't have it. You can use the, this is not low carb, but if you're gluten-free, you can use the gluten-free shells. And if you prefer, you can use the corn. But the corn is not low carb either. So it doesn't have any added sugars, but that's your choice. You know what eating lifestyle you're on. Okay? Now, there's not a bunch of fat in here. So that's mostly just juice, and that's flavor. So I'm going to leave that in. Now I've got my burner on high. And okay, I think I'm going to turn it down now to about 6. My peppers and onions are done. I got my recipe here. Y'all, I've started writing my recipe down, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because I usually try to do everything out of my head. Even if I'm making up a recipe now, I've started writing it down because a lot of times I had to go back and watch my video to see what I put in it and the amounts. So
Are you going to confess to developing a Teflon memory?
yes, I am, honey.
Okay.
I'm like you now. I'm getting the Teflon memory.
Stuff just doesn't stick,
when
does
you
it,
cook
darling?
as much as I do and you cook as many different dishes as I do, they just get all jumbled up in your head. And I've had lots of you, and thank you so much, say, oh, you forgot your eggs, or you forgot your onions, or you forgot this in your recipe. So I have to go back and edit it in. So this new year, I have got me a notebook, and I have started writing everything down so I don't have to go back and watch my whole video to get it. So I have turned it down to like 7, which is medium high. Now it says, okay, now all I've got to do is I'm going to make a sauce to go over this, but this is all that goes in my shells. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this cool down just a little bit because I don't want to roll this really heavy, this really hot mixture. So I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to let it cool down about 10 minutes. Then we're going to come back and we're going to roll our enchiladas and put them in our dish, and then we're going to make a sauce out of our cream cheese, sour cream, enchilada sauce, cheese, and put over it, and then we're going to put it in the oven on 350 for about 25 minutes. So as soon as this cools down enough that I can handle it, then we'll be back. All right, y'all. I'm taking it out of this big pan because it's so big. I don't have room for it on my table. And I also forgot to put my chili, my taco seasoning in it. I told y'all this was my homemade taco seasoning. I put 1 tablespoon of that in my mixture, in your mixture that I'm gonna roll. Now, I went to the pantry and I knew that we had another low carb tortilla. This is carb balance. Now this one only has 2 net carbs in it because it's 19 grams of carbs, 17 fiber, so there's only 2 in this one. So the difference in this one, Carb Counter, is put out by, now this one came from Aldi's. It's put out by Love and Fresh. It has 4. The one put out by Mission has 2 net carbs. So there's a lot of them out there.
So you're going to do some of both today?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And they're all different sizes. The ones that only have 2 that are put out by Mission, they're this size, and the bigger ones, the Carb Counters, are bigger. So, but I'm going to do some of both this today. And Roy has shredded my cheese for me, and it calls for 2 cups of cheese. I put 1 cup in, let me see, mixture roll, okay, place. Okay, I put 1 cup in the sauce, and then I'll put 1 cup over. I think that's right. Yep. Then I put 1 cup over the sauce, the enchiladas when we get them in the before we put them in the oven. Okay. All right. I'm not good at this, y'all. So.
That's a pretty casserole dish.
Thank you, Hannah. My Hunter and Hannah, my grandson and his wife, gave me. I love it. They gave me this for Christmas, and with this, there was measuring cups, the pretty ones you see hanging, and the ones you see me using all the time. These like this, and each one of them has a different design on it, and it had some bowls with lids, and it was a whole set, and I just love it. This may be a little bit too big for what I'm doing, but I'd rather my bowl be too big than too small. All right, I'm going to put some of my meat mixture in here. Now, I'm not good at this, y'all, because I don't do it that often. All right, I'm going. It probably would be a little bit better if I would heat these in the microwave and soften them up just a little bit. But you put your seam side down. Hey, that went pretty good. All right.
By the time you get 100, you'll be good at this, won't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I will. And don't put too much mixture in. That's my thing. I usually put too much mixture in and it starts coming out. But these are doing pretty good. All right, seam side down. All right, hey.
Well, if you have trouble with it, you can always stick a toothpick in it, can't you?
Yeah, like I've had to do with cakes and stuff before. Okay. Pull it over. Get your seam. Now, I always tuck that under the sides, under like that. So when I roll it, they're tucked under really well, like that. All right. Okay. I'm going to finish doing these, which was not going to take me but just a minute, but I don't want quiet time. So, oh, I know what I can do. I can talk about our snow, y'all. Roy and I have enjoyed the snow so much. It's going to all melt today because it's supposed to be about 40 degrees. It was supposed to be 16 or 17 here this morning. It was only 20. So, but we have played in the snow. We have built a snow monster. We called it the Abominable Snowman because the snow here was so dry. It would not stick. And my daughter lives in Maine. She says, Mom, we tried to build a snowman. She said, you cannot build a snowman with dry snow. It has to be wet snow. And so, needless to say, it did not turn out to be a snowman. It was just a snow blob. But we did I put buttons on it for its eyes, and I put a little carrot. And I might put a picture of it on, I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. So, because y'all will laugh at us. But we only get snow once every 10 years here. And sometimes that's just like a half inch or an inch. And we got 3 to 5 inches here this time. Okay, now this is my 4 carb ones here. I had 2 of those and 5 of the others. And these are a little bit bigger. But we enjoyed the snow. It was nice, but it'll be nice when it's gone too. So, all right, now I'm making this one really big because I didn't want any left over. And I'm probably making a mess because
I'll eat it.
I know, yeah. We really, if I was serving them to guests or something, I'd care what they look like, but I'm not. It's just me and Roy and maybe Mike. So, okay. Yeah, my thing is a little big, but it's better than having it too small.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, but this one's, I got to get that one. Okay. Now then, all right, I'm going to set this over here. And I need to get, hold on, I need to get another, I got to make my sauce. Okay. So, I'm going to turn my burner on medium high, just to let those sit right there. And now, I put my enchilada sauce in here. And this is a 10-ounce can. Okay, gotta get my whisk out. Oh, and this little whisk came with it. A really, really nice set that Hunter and Hannah gave me for Christmas. All right, this is a 1/2 cup of sour cream. All right, I'm gonna whisk that in. Get all that off. Okay. I'm going to whisk that in really well. Now, you may already know how you make enchiladas. This recipe just looked really good, and I wanted to try it. So I'm just going to pinch little pieces of my cream cheese so I can mix it up good as it warms up, as this warms up. Okay. This already looks delicious. Roy loves sour cream, and I love cream cheese. So how can we go wrong here? It's got what he loves and what I love. So, all right. Let me see what else goes in here. Green chilies, and I don't have any green chilies. So, if you do, put them in it, or whatever other kind of chili you like. You may like the hot chilies. I don't know. Let me wipe my hands. Get that off. Okay. I'm just going to kind of whisk this around. And as that cream cheese warms up, it's going to blend in with that really well. Okay. That's it. That's it for our sauce. Except my cheese, and as soon as my cream cheese melts, then I'm gonna put a cup of my my cheese in here. I'm gonna let it melt. Then we're gonna pour it over our enchilada sauce. Our enchiladas. My oven is already up to temp. So this isn't gonna take very long because it's almost. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put my cheese in it. Okay, and I'm gonna measure it out for y'all. All right, because this looks like this was supposed to be 2 cups of cheese, but this is a lot of cheese right here. Now you can use Monterey Jack cheese, you can use a Mexican melting cheese, whatever kind of cheese you want in yours, then by all means. I just had the sharp cheddar. We love sharp cheddar. We love the white sharp cheddar. So whatever cheese you want to use in yours, my recipes are just a base. I try to give them to you, make them low carb, but then you adapt them to fit your lifestyle, the way that you eat, so, and the way your family likes to eat. Okay, this is about ready. I got to get that cream cheese mixed up in there really well. But it'll melt in the oven.
Yeah, a lot of your viewers, they write into us and say, we don't have to watch our carbs, we don't have to watch our sugar, we love your recipes and we adapt it for us. If we want the sugar in, if we want the flour in, we put it in.
And a lot of them say we go right by your recipe because you've already made it low carb for us. And that means, you know, that's what my intent here is, to make it low carb. So the ones out there that are diabetics, my recipes usually fit their lifestyle, the low carbs, and not always keto, because we're not keto. And so my recipes don't always, but I do have a lot of keto recipes on. You just...
But if you're keto, don't get upset at us because we're low carb load.
Right.
Go ahead and count just like you do. It's working for you. Keto is a great rapid weight loss diet approach, and for some it's becomes their forever eating style. But we use the glycemic load count, which is usually a little lower, about up to a third lower than carb count, and it works at keeping your blood sugar from spiking. And we lost 50 pounds apiece.
Plus
we haven't regained.
That is the diet that my gastroenterologist put me on to get my gut healthy again. And it has really, really worked for us.
So, but if you're keto, look, we love keto. We have used keto in the past ourselves. If you use the Mediterranean diet and that's working for you, that's your lifestyle, wonderful. Just adapt these recipes and use the ones that the way you want to use them. If you're any other kind of diet, Weight Watchers, whatever you're doing, by all means,
If it's working
if
for
it's
you,
working for you.
yes.
Now, if you have no healthy lifestyle, then we're trying to give you an option on that by using the low glycemic cooking method that we use.
All right, now, if you don't want the cream cheese and sour cream in here, you can just put the enchilada sauce over it, put it in the oven like I'm about to do on 350. But Roy, this just looked so good. I'm trying to get all this sauce. It just looks so good, and we love these flavors. So, I'm gonna put this in my oven on 350. Oh, I gotta put another cup of cheese on it. So, I should have shredded this with my big thing, because this is hard to separate, but that's okay. All right, 1 more cup of cheese. So there's 2 cups of cheese in the whole thing. 350 for about 25 minutes. Or until my cheese melts and everything gets really bubbly. Okay. We'll see you back about 25 minutes. Okay, y'all. Look
Grandma
at this.
Rose.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right. Turn the light on, honey.
Wow.
All right.
That's one of your prettiest dishes.
This, I'm excited, y'all.
Man.
All right.
Little guacamole or cowboy. What is that stuff they call
Cowboy caviar. Yeah.
with some lime juice on
All
it?
right. Let me see if I can get this out of here. All right. I don't want to tear them up. I want to get them out where they're pretty.
I can get mine out, I'll guarantee you.
Okay. My thing may be a little bit too big. No, I got it. Okay. All right, there's one. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna get another one.
Isn't that pretty?
Look at that. 2. Wow.
Now these are only 2 carbs each in the tortilla. And
Now,
the rest of the food is basically no carbs.
I'm gonna put a little bit of extra cheese.
So this is a very low carb
Dish. Yes, it
Fit.
is.
Would fit low carb eating, low glycemic load eating, almost anything. Ooh.
All right.
Now the longer ones there are 4 carbs. It was a different type of tortilla shell.
All right. I've got some fresh tomatoes here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna put fresh tomato.
You wouldn't.
Oh yeah. Like that. That's just to give it a little extra freshness. Now you can use this with extra sour cream. You can use it with, like Roy said, guacamole. I've got some lime right here. That I think we're gonna put a little lime on ours. I'm gonna get a little bit more of this sauce here and spread over it.
If you don't like guacamole, make some cowboy caviar and put some of this lime
Look at that.
over it.
And I've got a recipe for the cowboy caviar. But I may be making it again because it's been a while since I've made it. Oh, here's a... Uh-oh, would you get me another fork out of the drawer? Because that one went on the floor. Okay. I'm excited. All right, baby.
All right, get your piece. Now I'm going to squeeze some lime juice on mine.
I want a little bit on mine, too.
Oh, okay. You want to stick your fork in it?
Just right there. Nope. Roy and I love citrus. Okay.
I'll start on this end because I'm going to put more lime juice on.
Oh, that lime juice. It just causes a burst of flavor. Oh, that's good. All
Did
right,
the light go
remember,
out?
yeah, it did. I did not put the green chilies in it. So, it's just because I didn't have any.
Oh, my.
Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm.
You can also make this with chicken. So, I just have made several chicken dishes lately, and
Goodness, Rose.
yeah,
This is really good. Let me see if I can taste any difference between the two kinds of taco.
those are the same.
Tortilla shell.
Those are the same.
Those are the same? Oh, okay. All right. Shouldn't be able to tell any difference, should I?
Nope. Y'all, this is, come back around here, baby, so I didn't see you.
She tells me all the time, you're always wanting to go one step further.
That was good. Y'all.
You got to try the lime.
We're all now about to eat. It looks like we eat
We
now,
eat
doesn't
now.
it?
Maybe we'll stop and close out the video. Be
All
right.
right, y'all. Make you some enchilada casserole.
Hey, they got to subscribe.
And share this video and subscribe. Love y'all. Food feeds the family. Family feeds the heart. God feeds the soul. Make you some low-carb enchilada casserole. See y'all next time.